Bizarre Global.
On May 17, 2022, Pentagon officials testified at a rare public hearing about unidentified phenomena, and lawmakers pledged to bring transparency to an investigation of unexplained reports by military pilots and others. The congressional hearing was the first in more than 50 years to focus on military reports of unexplained phenomena, the current term for UFOs, and a chance for lawmakers to prod the Pentagon for more information. It was also an opportunity for government officials to clarify why explanations were not forthcoming, and to outline their plans for improving data collection. The military's database of reports of UFOs now includes about 400 incidents, up from 143 assessed in a report released about a year ago. The military's 2021 report said no evidence of aliens had been found. Scott W. Bray, the Deputy Director of Naval Intelligence, told lawmakers that they still haven't uncovered anything non-terrestrial in origin, even though there are incidents they can't explain. None of the documented objects had attempted to communicate with U.S. aviators, and no attempt had been made to communicate with them, he said, as they all appeared to be unmanned. Reports of unidentified flying objects, now called unexplained aerial phenomena or UAPs by the military, have been increasing, said Bray. He cited improved sensors, an increase in drones and other non-military unmanned aerial systems, and aerial clutter such as balloons as causes for the increase. To summarize the congressional hearing, they want the public to believe that most of the unexplained flying objects in the sky are weather balloons, drones, birds or other military vehicles. However, the overall tone in the public response was that the Pentagon officials knew more than what they were telling. But what if it was revealed that some of the unidentified flying objects in our skies were indeed extraterrestrials from other worlds? What if aliens decided to come to Earth and disclose their existence by landing directly on the White House lawn? Here are 5 things that would happen if there was a public disclosure and confirmation that aliens exist and are visiting our planet at will. Number 1. If aliens landed on Earth, the first thing that would happen is global mass hysteria and fear. H.G. Wells proved this back in 1938 with his The War of the Worlds radio play that was misinterpreted by the public as an actual live broadcast of an alien invasion. The response to Wells' play was sheer horror. Humans intrinsically fear what they don't understand. Our history is plagued with tribalism, racism, interspecies discrimination and genocide. We separate ourselves by color, religion, nationality, sexual orientation and other trivial rubbish. Historically, when one group of humans encounters another for the first time, the default response for the more technologically sophisticated group is to conquer, enslave and/or obliterate the less advanced group. Now imagine an entirely new group of unknown beings coming to Earth. We would know nothing about them or their intentions. Are they good, or evil? What do they want from us? Why are they here? If they are hostile, how will we deal with their advanced technology? Many of us would expect an alien race to treat us how we treat each other, which is with violence and extreme malice. Number 2. Militaries and armed forces in every nation would be on alert and mobilized. Unsure of what kind of threat the aliens would be, nuclear weapons would be on the table as an option. Every nation would implement martial law to regain some level of control of their citizens. Some would succeed peacefully, but most would fail or resort to violence, attempting to regain control by force, which would make things worse. If the aliens did indeed land on the White House lawn, Washington, D.C. would be mass evacuated, or attempted to, but highways would be backed up by miles, looting and violence would be prevalent. Every branch of military in the US would be honed on DC and our skies. Washington, D.C. would be on every television station, live. For a brief period of time, governments around the world would be aligned in assessing the threat, but some countries might see this as some kind of elaborate hoax by the US for some unknown motive. Number 3. In the best-case scenario, An attempt would be made to contact the aliens by Earth's top scientists, and some kind of dialogue would be established between the ET and humanity, most likely using mathematics, which is regarded as a universal language. Perhaps the aliens have studied us for a long time and know of a better way to communicate. Perhaps they know our Earth languages. In an ideal world, the aliens would be benevolent and we would all establish a peaceful and beneficial relationship. Unfortunately, it is highly likely that America would choose to attack the aliens and their ship before even attempting to make contact. Such an action would be the catalyst of a global and potentially galactic war, one in which humanity would be at a huge disadvantage because of our inferior technology and lack of advanced space travel. Number 4. Assuming the alien ship that landed was part of a much larger fleet, the visitors would potentially see the destruction, or attempt at destroying their own as hostility. If the alien species decided to retaliate, they would undoubtedly use some kind of advanced biological warfare, making sure to only harm humans while preserving our resource-rich planet. While all of this is going on, the world would be in complete chaos, rioting and looting in every country. Rape and murder, suicides, and the eventual use of nuclear weapons, assuming the aliens don't wipe everyone out first. Again, this is just one of the worst-case scenarios. In the comments below, let us know what you think would happen. Number 5. Any civilization that is advanced enough to come to Earth from another planet will have superior technology. And the fact that humanity has almost zero defense against extraterrestrial threats would be like shooting fish in a barrel. Humanity would lose the war and our planet and its resources would belong to them. Any remaining humans that survived the war would either be wiped out or kept alive for studying, and/or entertainment. But let us know your thoughts. What do you think would happen if aliens landed on the White House lawn tomorrow? It is probably most likely that aliens already know about us and have been watching us for a while. They would probably never make direct contact because they know how primitive our response would be. Or, they simply don't find us that interesting. Enjoy discussions about science, technology, the odd and paranormal? Consider joining our cult. I mean subscribing to our channel.